Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about the setting data file and the log file path in the SQL Server. So after installation, as we have discussed, post requisites of the SQL Server installation. So this is a part 2, setting data file and the log file path. So in this we have discussed change default path of the data file location and the log file location. So this is a server. After installation, when we click on this server, right click and properties. Now next in database setting. So once we click on this database setting, so we get over here database default location. Here data file, log file and backup path. So this path we need to change. While installation, it's taken the default path as it is in the C drive. So once installation done and after that the application team or the user they want to move this data file and log file path in some different locations. Not here we can able to see it is present in the C drive. Let's locate over here where it is C drive. So all the user database and system database after installation we can able to see these are all in the C drive. In my this PC here only C drive is there. Now I have created one another drive, E drive. Okay, so what I want to make you understand, whenever you have created any databases, okay, whenever you have created any databases, till now I have created these are all databases. So once you click on these databases, right click and properties. So in the file location you can able to see that whatever the databases we have created, it taken the default path which already given during the time of installation. Now the user tell that I want to keep my data file in different location and the log file in different location. So this is why over here we are over here to change the location. Okay, so I am closing this window. Now we are over here. Now we need to change. So let's first giving the change path we need to create a path. Okay, so here we have a one E drive. Here I have already created one path. In this path I have already created data 1 and log 1. Let's change the rename the path data underscore file data file, and this one is right click rename log underscore file. Okay, so in the data file I'm giving this short form path. I'm clicking over here. Now in the data file you're just pasting e slash m equals slash data underscore file, and in the log path yes. So we have changed till now we haven't changed, we have given the particular path, but before clicking on the OK we need to give permission. Okay, so we have created the folders, but before that we need to give the permission. Our SQL Server is running on a SQL Service account, so we have to give this folder to read write permissions through that service account. So first for that we need to open services we have opened. It's taking time. Yeah, yes. So we have SQL Server, it is running. Right click properties. Now properties, after properties we need to click on the log on. Now log on, here we can able to see the account and the password. We need to copy this account. Okay, I have copied. Now click on cancel. Now we are coming over here where we have created the folder. Now we need to click on this folder. Sorry, right click, properties, security, then we need to click edit. Now we need to add that path in the object type. All the boxes are checked. Okay. Now in the location, okay, our server is only there. Now in the check name, we have to give in the service account. Okay, we have MS SQL Server is a service account our. I have clicked on OK. It's selected. Now click on OK. Now read and execute. So already I'm giving modified, but we have to give read and execute for this folder. Okay. Now apply and OK. OK. Now same permissions we need to give for the log file folder. Right click, then properties, security. We need to click on edit. We need to add the service account. We check the object type. All okay. All checked. Okay. Location. We have selected our server. Click OK. Now I have to give this account. Now we need to click the check name. So the check name, our service account, select on it, click OK. It's taken. Now you need to click OK. It's already, I have given the permissions, read and execute permissions. Okay, if you want to give the full control, you can able to give the full control or for modified. So make it allowed. I'm giving the full control, make it allowed and click on apply and then click on OK. OK. So this path is accessible now. Whatever the database we will create, their data file and the log file will going to the store in data file. In the data file will going to store in this folder, data file folder, and the log file will going to store in the log file folder. Don't get confused. Okay. Now yeah, coming over here. Now we clicked on OK. It's taken. But if we click a new database, suppose here I am giving create, I'm creating a new database. Let's see whether it's checking or not. Create database, HCL, Levi, Tesla, all the companies we have right now. Google, let create the Google, execute. It's executed. That means the database name Google is created. Let's see whether it has taken or not. Properties, file. In the file path it's not taken. Why? Because until unless the system is not restart, it's not taken. So we need to restart the SQL Server services. Okay, so we need to restart the services. After that the changes should be taken by the SQL Server, by the server. Okay, so this is I'm just already the services open, services. Now I need to restart the services, restart. So this is a downtime activity. Whenever you have to do this type of changes, you need to take the proper approval from the server owner, from application owner, from all the team, and you need to create the changes. Then you need to take proper approval. Then you will proceed for the change in the real production environment. I am clicking over here. Okay. Yes, sorry. SQL Server agent is also going to restart if you restart once. Okay, it's done. Now let's open, select the server, restart. Now I'm creating the database Microsoft. Microsoft, I think it's already there. Let's see. No, it's not there. Okay, it's not taking. execute. It's done. Click on the database, refresh it. Microsoft, let's see its properties. So you can able to see over here we have changed the path. So in this way we change the path which is present earlier as the default path. Now, so why we have changed, why generally the application team or the user team are providing us to give the means change the path in some different folder, you to take the means data file and log file in a different folder, because performance reason. Next, while doing the recovery, for the safety reason, if any database gone disrupted, so we can able to recover it easy and maintenance backup, and to avoid the system drive full issue. If you keep this in, if you keep all the backup file, data file, log file in all in one folder, then it create a mess. Okay, it's create the drives, it make full. So let's see whether our this data file and log file has been created in the new folder or not. Coming over here in the data file, my system is going. Sorry. Yes, this data file is created in data file folder, and the log file has been created in log file folder. So this is a real production work. If you want to be a real DBA, so just follow this channel and subscribe it. Okay, as you know, if you install the SQL Server, that's only done, that's only is called as the installer. But if you complete this path, which is a path over given over here, which I have showed you earlier, these are all the path, then you are the real DBA. Thank you very much.